Welcome back to a new video. In this video, I'll be starting my new series on how to program a Discord bot with the Discord.js version 14 library. If you're new here, my channel is all about teaching you how to program, more specifically, a Discord bot. All videos are viewer requested, so feel free to leave a comment below or join the Discord server linked in the description to hang out or get support. Before we begin, I would like to give a brief shout out to my own Discord bot, GoldenBot. It has been growing a lot recently and now manages over 6,500 servers along with more than 1 million members. I cannot thank you all enough for the support. Links will be in the description. Unfortunately, we can't just start programming. First, there are a couple of requirements. We need to make sure that we install Node.js, which will allow us to run our JavaScript code outside of a web browser. I would personally recommend downloading the long-term support version, as it is the most stable version and will be getting security updates for a long time. After downloading it, make sure you run through the installer and complete the installation. After installing, you may need to restart your computer. Our second requirement is a code editor. I would highly recommend Visual Studio Code for its relatively beginner-friendly design and of course the fact that it is completely free. You can use other code editors or your notepad if you feel like it, but I will be using Visual Studio Code for all of my videos, so if you'd like to follow along, make sure to download it as well. Again, all links will be in the description for easy access. Now that we have everything we need installed, it's time to make a folder or directory for our code. I will be making mine in my C drive directory, but you can also make it on your desktop or wherever you please as long as you remember where you put it. Now, open Visual Studio Code and select your new folder. This is often looked over by many users, but it is very important for the sake of not forgetting that we enable autosave. So at the top left of your screen, under File, you will find the autosave option. Make sure it's enabled with a little checkmark next to it. Also, feel free to explore the settings at the bottom left of your screen and adjust the font size to your liking. I also recommend that you set the tab sizing to be 2 as it keeps your code a bit more compact. Now we are going to make a new terminal, which will allow us to get started. A few options to the right of File, you will see Terminal. Select it, and then New Terminal. This will open a new terminal at the bottom of our screen and will be set to our main folder. Now run npm init-y to create a new node project, followed by npm i discord.js to install the discord.js package from the node package manager. Now, create an index.js file and a config.json file on the left in the Explorer tab. You can toggle it with Ctrl and E or this button at the top left of your screen. Now in your config.json file, you need to make a set of curly brackets, which are often obtained with the Shift key in combination with your square brackets key, next to your Enter and Backspace keys. Open up the brackets by selecting between them and pressing the Enter key. Now, make a pair of quotation marks and type token. Go to the right of the quotation marks, add a colon, followed by another pair of quotation marks, which we will fill momentarily. Now we're going to go over to our web browser of choice again, and type in discord.dev. Make sure you sign in on the correct account, select the Applications tab on the left, before finding the New Application button in the upper right corner, and create a new application. Give it a name, accept the developer terms, and hit create. Now we will head over to our OAuth 2 tab, and then the URL generator. Let's invite the bot to our server. Select the following boxes: bot and applications.commands. Since we trust our own creation, we will give it the administrator permission when we add it with the link. Now hit copy on the generated URL and paste it into our new tab. Add the bot like you would any other to your server, and we're good to go. Head back to the Discord developer portal page once more, and we'll go get our bot's token so we can sign in. Head to the bot tab, which is where our bot's token can be found, reset, and copied. While we're on this page, go ahead and set the bot to be public if you'd like it to be added to any server with the invite, or you can leave it private so only you can add it to servers. You should also scroll down and enable the presence, servers, members, and message content privileged intents, as we will need them in future episodes. You still have that token copied? Make sure to never share this, as it's basically the password to your Discord bot. Go back to your config.json file, again on Visual Studio Code, and insert it into the second quotation marks that we set aside earlier. I will be resetting my token again immediately after uploading this video to protect myself from anyone with malicious intentions from controlling my bot. Now head over to our index.js file so we can bring the bot to life. Start by importing discord.js from our packages with const, curly brackets, equals, requires, discord.js, and end it with a semicolon to say that's the end of this line. Now, we will go down one line and do something similar. Same const followed by another pair of curly brackets, but this time we will require our config.json file and end it with a semicolon as well. Make sure your config.json file is in the same directory as your index.js file, or this won't work. Now, back in those curly brackets from Discord.js, we're going to add the word client. Make sure that you watch for upper and lowercase letters when you're programming, as there's a big difference. And in this case, it starts with a capital C. This client refers to the main instance of our bot and is what we'll be using to log in. Now in the curly brackets, for the config.json import, add the word token to get the token from our config.json file, without it being visible in our index.js file in case you ever need to share your code to get help. Next, go down a couple of lines and type const lowercase client equals new uppercase client. Put some brackets on the end, and then inside curly brackets, type in intents, then colon, and then square brackets. This is because making a client requires a list of intents. Currently, we do not need any intents to be enabled. That will be saved for a future episode. Finally, go down a couple more lines, and now type in client.login, brackets, token, semicolon. Make sure to use lowercase c, as we're using the client we just made. And as long as you followed all these steps, you should be able to go into your terminal, type in node space dot, hit enter, and your bot should be online. If you go back to Discord, there it is. In my next video, I will be showing you how you can add slash commands to your Discord bot. You can either use them in any server or just yours. After a couple more basic tutorials like this, we'll be able to dive right into some more advanced topics, such as ticket systems, moderation commands, and much more. So stay tuned.